Hello, Nan. Thanks for joining. Just getting ready to start after our first break. We're about 14 miles in on day 12. So I'm just getting on my bike, going. Joe and Matthew are already up there. Let's see, who else we got here? Hello, Teeny. So, alright. Got quite the straight road. Oh, hello, Spider Monkey. Andy. That's Matthew's mother. Matthew's up there just ahead of me. And he's joining in to check in on him. Alright, so we are out still in the middle of the Mojave Desert, and it is day number 12, and we just finished our first break at mile 14. I'm just trying to get all my systems going again, get my rear view mirror just right, and riding with no hands, okay, check. These long and straight roads are nice because you can ride for a long way with no hands as long as bumps aren't too bad. The downside is they're incredibly boring, especially when they have a gentle incline. So anyway, enough about that. So there's some of the surrounding scenery. Lots of wildflowers out on the side of the road. They're really beautiful. It's probably about 80 degrees out here. Got a little bit of clouds in the sky, but mostly sunny. And we are going through a valley here. I forgot the name. But if you look at our live location on Glimpse, GLYMPSE.com, glimpse.com, look for the tag Freedom Ride 2316, and that's all one word, lower caps, and that'll get you to our live tracking page. It's kind of like a Google map that comes up, shows you our live location and speed. My tag is Freedom Ride 2316. Matthew's on there, if he remembers to glimpse, and Joe and Dina too, so you can see where we're at, because I can't remember the names of all these places. Alright, day number 12. We are riding for respecting order and process. And okay, I'll admit, when I remembered we were riding for that today, I had to think a little bit about that one. It seems a little bit of an odd thing to be riding for, at least for me, because I don't like order and process. But as I thought about it more, and as I pondered it over the last 14 miles, real quick radio check here. Can everybody hear me with the wind noise? Anyone? Just want to make any adjustments before I start talking. Alright, good. Alright, so Nan can hear. Thank you, Nan. And, alright. Thank you, Tina, Spider Monkey. That's my wife. Okay, so, order and process. laws of motion, laws of physics, chemistry, biology, all the things that govern our world. Those are the rules of this game. And you're not going to get away from gravity. It's a rule. You go up, you got to come down. So there is order in those processes in our physical world. So where you find the differences, and there's difference in the physical world too, right? Because if I'm out here riding a bike with Lance Armstrong, well, physically his heart and lungs are bigger than mine, so he can go faster and endure more. We're still governed by the same laws of gravity and friction. So then you move into the emotional realm. That's where things get really interesting, because as human beings, I found a really good way to measure those things. Physical, we measure the heck out of it. Look at this watch on my hand, which measures my every move, every pedal. I can measure my heartbeat. I can measure oxygen levels. I can measure all kinds of stuff physically. Measuring things emotionally, mentally is a challenge. Just ask anybody who grew up in the generation where they were measured by IQ. Now, think about Common Core in classrooms. It's always a battle to measure the mental game. And the emotional game is way behind that. I remember when I was going to a psychiatrist, those are the drug dealers of the emotional world. The people, they'll tell you, if they're honest, they don't know what they're doing more than anybody else, because they can't stick a probe in your head and measure your chemical levels and your emotions and the neurons firing. So they're just kind of throwing some pills at you, seeing what happens, and it's a big experiment. So the emotional measurement is way behind everything else. So what that does is you get further away from being able to measure things. It's harder and harder to understand the order of the process that's naturally there, and to understand what's quote unquote normal, quote unquote abnormal. But there is a process there. There is order. So the biggest thing I can say is give each other a break, because emotionally, mentally, physically, we all have our own processes. And it's not fair to judge yourself against others. It's not fair to judge others, because you just don't know what's going on in their process in life. So I've always tried to respect order and process, even though I struggle with it. It's one of my vulnerabilities and weaknesses. But now I understand, after studying lots of different personality profiles, systems, trying to figure out who I am, who other people are around me. I just came to the conclusion that everybody has their own process. Everybody has their own voice, and every voice matters. So give each other a break, leave each other alone, just love. Love is free. Just give it freely. So what I found out, for example, is in my corporate life as a geologist, they get to the point where they're very, very process driven, which you have to be to make money, find those margins to be profitable. You got to have incredible process management. It has to be in order and everything. And look at my resume. I've jumped to 5 different jobs in 5 years. As soon as that company got to that level of rigor on the process, like, it was a box I couldn't process they were in. My process is different, so no big deal. Switch it up. True to my own process. And move on. And they moved on. Everybody's good. So, process is important. It's important to remember that each personality type or each different kind of person has a different kind of process. And I just love, I just started listening to the New Testament today while I've been writing, and I made it through Matthew chapter 5. And listening to the Beatitudes, man, that whole chapter is about, it's one big personality test. And guidelines for, just loving each other. And understanding there are different people in this world with different gifts, different purposes, different challenges, different processes. And while we all fall in the same order as far as the laws of the physical world, emotional and mental, processes may be different. Biologically, chemically, physically. So, if I'm going to leave you with one thing today, I'd say one question for this post, ask yourself is, what is your process? What is my process? Do I know what processes are going on in my body, physically? Do I understand them well enough? I can understand the order of how they work, how they're similar to other people, how they're different, how they give me an advantage, disadvantage, strengths, weaknesses. That's the process. Ask yourself, what is your process emotionally? What are the order of things emotionally? Can you chart out how your emotions play out? Is it roller coaster, sideways, upside down? Is it level? Does it match with the physical process that's going on? And how does that map in with the mental processes? What are my mental processes? How do I think about things? Am I more observant about processes? Am I more observant about the world around me? Or am I looking more at the possibilities in the world around me? Everything's good. Both sides are good. Both sides are needed. And but what is your process? And once you can understand that process, you can then look at the relationships around you and see how their processes balance you out. Your friends, your family, people that you meet, your spouse, even the animals in your life, the environment around you, those relationships. And that brings me to the next point, an order. It's important to realize that there is an order in our relationships. And it's first, higher power, second, yourself, and people around you. Animals, then the environment, and then the inanimate objects. You get those out of order, and your life's going to be, the processes in your lives are going to be challenged. And it's something that I've been working on recently, just trying to reconnect with my higher power, get that order right, because for the past 10 years I just said, yeah, I don't need a relationship with a higher power. I've got my awesome wife, and the kids came along. I got my kids, I got my family, and I got my mom, and I got my siblings. They're awesome. What more do I need? It's a higher power and myself. Taking care of myself on a daily basis. I wasn't reconnecting with my personal essence, light within me. And then before that, I wasn't connecting with my higher power. Whether that's the universe, whether it's Buddha, Jesus, God, Allah, whatever you want to call your higher power. If you read one of Richard Dawkins' books, this is where I started on my journey, trying to understand what atheism is. I call it the flying spaghetti monster. So call it what you want. I'll agree with Dawkins on that. You can call it what you want. But where I will differ with him is I believe there's a flying spaghetti monster up there. And he doesn't. And that's okay. Because he believes that he can be inspired. So, inspiration with man or God with man, it doesn't matter. The rules are the same. And that is the order. So, check in with your higher power or your inspiration daily. Check in with yourself daily. Check in with your family, starting with your spouse, your kids, and then your extended family outward. Then check in with your friends. Then your fellow man. And make sure you check in with your animals, the environment around you, your house, wherever you're at. Today we're out here cleaning up litter off the side of the road, trying to connect with the environment here.